Welcome, it's Denome, and in today's video we're going to take a look at one of the most interesting protocols in altcoin space right now, because you can probably double or triple your money with this protocol here. So the juiciest bit for this whole project is on DeFi Llama, and you're looking at it right now, and that is the treasury here. And the treasury amount is, as you can see, $1 billion worth of money. So that's how much money they have in their wallets. And in their own token, they only have $72 million, and they have majors at $1 billion. So this is absolutely insane, because when I looked at their treasury, their whole treasury is in Ethereum. So if you are bullish on Ethereum, Golem Network is Ethereum on steroids. And when we compare the treasury value to the fully diluted market cap of this protocol, you can see the market cap is only $500 million, whereas the treasury is $1 billion. So that makes absolutely no sense. Let's say you have a company like MicroStrategy. If they have $1 billion worth of Bitcoin in the treasury, you can obviously understand why the market cap of MicroStrategy should be worth more than $1 billion. So that's not the case in Golem as of now. So I think we're looking at an arbitrage, basically. So that's why I want to talk about this project. But it is also an AI project. It is also a deepin project. So both of these are hype words. And we are currently seeing a lot of adoption coming to the Golem network. So I will show you those statistics very soon. But before I show you all of that and I talk about the project in detail, I want to first talk about the treasury a little bit, because when I was looking into the treasury in Etherscan, and this is their wallet address, and we can confirm this by looking at the GLM tokens inside this wallet, which is $26 million worth of Golem tokens. You can see the Ethereum balance is 162,000 Ethereum tokens, and the value of the treasury here in dollars is $672 million. So that's a lot, obviously. And this project was actually launched in 2016, and from that ICO, it was one of the hottest ICOs back then. They were able to raise 100,000 Ethereum on that time, and from there they've been spending money to basically develop the project. And right now they are sitting at 162,000 Ethereum tokens. So that's the situation there. So now the question is, why is there a difference between the $670 million and this $1 billion? I think there's been a mistake on DeFi Llama's part. And the mistake is this one here. So this is from the Golem website, and they have in December 2023, they announced that they will stake 100,000 Ethereum with DeFi staking. And they basically will use the Golem Foundation for Ethereum staking, and they will give rewards for basically Golem holders, people who are locking their GLM tokens. Basically staking GLM tokens. So if you have GLM tokens and you lock it, you basically earn Ethereum staking rewards from the Golem Foundation as well. So it's again like Ethereum on steroids. That's the idea there. But where there has been a mistake is that in this announcement, they said that they are planning a phase transition to basically lock Ethereum through the DeFi liquid staking protocol. But I don't think this has happened yet, because when you actually click the DeFi staking link here and you go to the official website, this says that the total value locked is only $44 million. And 100,000 Ethereum is worth about $370 million. So obviously that amount is currently not staked with DeFi. So now the question is, where is this 100,000 Ethereum that is supposed to be staked? And the answer is, I don't know. I haven't been able to find it. So my take is this, and I could be wrong, so please correct me if I'm wrong. I will pin the comment if somebody proves me wrong. But I think the 100,000 Ethereum will come from this treasury wallet balance. That's my take. So I don't think they have 260,000. I think they have 160,000 of Ethereum, and they haven't staked that money yet. That's my take. I could be wrong. It's a little bit unfortunate that DeFi Llama does not actually disclose how did they get this number. Maybe I'm wrong, and they actually have $1 billion. Either case, I don't think it matters because the value of the treasury is anyway higher than the total value of their market cap. So at the bare minimum, the price of Golem Network should increase about 20% or 30% compared to Ethereum, in my opinion, just based on these statistics here alone. So now we finally can put this Ethereum thing to the side and let's talk about the project itself. So Golem Network, what is it? It's an open source decentralized platform where you can share computing power for cloud computing corporations. So it's basically DePIN. And where this will shine is with AI. And obviously right now, when you take a look at, let's say, a Google search, and you compare the computing power needed for one Google search and one prompt on ChatGPT, the ChatGPT is using about 10 times more computing power than one Google search. And you can imagine if AI is creating videos, when AI is creating images, that the computer resources needed for those tasks are just massively higher compared to Google searches. So that's where Golem Network is coming in. So you can basically use your unused computer resources, and when you, let's say, borrow your computing resources, you will get GLM tokens in return. And any computer can act as a provider, a laptop, a desktop, a server machine, anything works. One side note here is that payments are mostly done through Polygon network. So this is simply a side note here, because I'm bullish on Polygon Matic as well. So it's just another use case for Polygon. But anyway, that's besides the point here. And now when we take a look at the adoption rate of Golem Network, you can actually take a look at the network statistics. And just to be clear, these look initially very good, but when you take a look at them closer, they are not as good as they look like. So when I first looked at this chart here, I'm like, wow, take a look at this adoption. Why isn't the price pumping like crazy? Then you take a look at the actual numbers here and you're like, oh, that's why. So even though the provider or the amount of providers currently providing service to through Golem Network, it has increased by 5 times higher just within basically a month. So from April until the end of May, we're seeing an increase of about 5x or 4x. And the compute power again is at an all-time high. And the total memory allocated is at an all-time high. The storage capacity is at an all-time high. Everything is basically at an all-time high here. Even this is showing the individual provider computers, individual computers providing service at the same time. This broke a record of 1,000 computers just a couple of days ago here as well. But the reason I'm saying these are very low is when you dig into the numbers, imagine you have 3,600 people, just individual people providing like casual service on Golem Network. That's basically nothing. Because if you have let's say a Google service, you probably use a lot more servers than 3,600. And when we take a look at the storage capacity provided in this cloud space, is only 1,000 terabytes. And that's basically nothing because let's say you're one company, you're probably borrowing 1,000 terabytes of space for one company's purposes, or even more. You could even borrow 10,000 terabytes of storage. One normal computer is about 1 terabyte. So this is basically nothing again. So these numbers are extremely, extremely low, but I like the adoption rate. I like this rate where it's going. That's why I like it, but the numbers themselves are ridiculously low. I cannot even imagine how they are still so low. I don't think it makes any sense. Except if they don't have a lot of customers. So that's my take, is they currently don't have a lot of customers, but because they are in this space, they are currently growing. So that's where it could shine. And just because of their treasury alone, I think this protocol will have a lot of value going further. So let's say the price of GLM stays the same, but the price of Ethereum doubles. Well, the market cap of GLM should catch up to Ethereum because the whole treasury is in Ethereum tokens. So that's why this is like Ethereum on steroids. And it's just basically a bonus that it's in the deep in space, in the AI space. And hopefully they can achieve something and they can find a partnership and do all of the crazy good things for us. So that's basically my take on Golem. And finally, when we actually go over to Santiment and we take a look at some of the numbers behind or under the hood, the total amount of holders is the interesting part for me. So the total amount of holders used to be 100,000 GLM holders, but now it's 110,000 holders. So 4,000 holders more within basically 1 year, which is not a lot. It's about a 4% increase. And the downside is that this already had a major pump here before. So when we actually take a look at the chart here, you can see that it actually pumped about 300% already. So this is the downside of GLM token. And right now, let me take this out. Right now, when we take a look at the chart here, you can see that we are currently in this formation here. So we have about until, let's say, until the end of June. So we have about 1 month when this should either pump or dump. And if it dumps, that's when you have an amazing opportunity to actually buy into the GLM token. If it dumps, it's probably massively undervalued simply because of its treasury. But if you already want to take the trade, you expect it to go higher. That's another opportunity as well. So you could wait for the dump here and then buy, or you could already try to buy it and expect a breakout. Or you could simply wait for the breakout and then buy a little bit higher, and you will not lose a lot of money here. Let's see what is the change until the breakout. The change is about 12%. So if you're fine waiting about 12% to the upside, if it breaks to the upside, then you can buy it. So those are basically the two best areas to get into the Golem token. Right now, it's a little bit scary to buy because we are still under this trend line here. But you could get in already if you want to. I'm just saying that the lowest risks are if it dumps or if it actually breaks to the upside. Right now, you are basically taking the highest amount of risk possible if you buy it now. So that's basically my take on Golem Network. Let me know what you thought of this review here, and let me know what you think of Golem. And if I missed some critical piece of information, let me know in the comments so I can pin that comment as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks and bye-bye.